Hello everyone, I'm Margaret and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on the Feng Shui energies present in all houses, condominium apartments, and buildings for the month of August 2023, which starts on August 7 to September 7 of 2023. Now, if you're practicing classical Feng Shui and using flying stars in your Feng Shui analysis, you'll know that the monthly energies are considered temporary energies. So if you find that you're sleeping or working in a room that does not have good energies this month, the solution is to move to another room or space that you can use and that does have the good energies. This is just a short-term solution and it will greatly help, especially if you're dealing with current health and financial issues. Now here is the Flying Star Feng Shui chart for August of 2023. You will see 9 grids, and in each of the 9 grids you'll find 2 numbers. The big number indicates the annual star and the smaller one indicates the monthly star. Now you use the reliable compass to determine your house facing and location and the different sectors to plot this chart. Now, which sectors in your home will need to be remedied and which have the good energies? So August is the 7th month of the Yin Water Rabbit, and in this chart, the ruling energy of the number 2 illness star flies into the central grid, joining the number 4 romance and literary star. Let's get started with one of the sector, which is the southeast and which has the 3 and 1 star, the number 1 Victor star. So in August, we have the number 1 star flying into the southeast, joining up with the annual number 3 Wood star. Now we will need to enhance the monthly number 1 with metal cures, as this will help to weaken the annual number 3. But it's important that you only use small round metal cures, as introducing large ones or large metal cures or colors could aggravate the annual number 3. Residents of southeast facing homes and southeast sector bedrooms does enjoy excellent luck this month, and students will excel at their studies, while writers benefit from success in their literary ventures. And the possibility of promotion is there, and those in business can enjoy an excellent competitive advantage. Now, students who are actually taking exams can actually benefit from using this space for the auspicious chi, and but just to be careful not to let the air get excessively noisy, or the annual number 3 star could get activated or triggered. Okay. Now the number 1 is a timely star that affects wealth and career and luck, and so if you activate this area, it can bring in new opportunities, gains in investments, academic luck, and also in relationships. Now you can also use this area in your as your bedroom, office, or study. However, if you aggravate the sector, because you still have the number 3 there, it can cause problem for the middle sun, and parts of the body that could get affected are the ears, kidneys, and blood. So this is especially true if you have either hidden or secret poison arrows, or even poison arrows like lampposts, pylons, or large corners of houses pointing toward this particular area. So generally, though, there is really nothing to worry about with the number 1 star, as it is the timely and an auspicious star. Let's get on to the next sector, which is south. Now we have the monthly number 6 star flying into the south, which also has the annual number 8 well star, and introducing earth colors will actually help enhance both of these stars. Now the south energies bring the good energies on the south, brings good luck to those living in south facing homes and having south sector bedrooms. The number 6 helps attract support from those who can provide you with stepping stones to get ahead. It does bring recognition, luck, and new opportunities and good allies. So the south can bring a lot of good windfall luck this month, and there's also an abundance of mental luck as well. So those of you with the main doors and studies or office in this area, particular sector, can greatly benefit from this auspicious energy. Now, while the number 6 represents accomplishment, it can cause a bit of problem if it flies into a bedroom. And this problem can be manifested through something with the throat, the legs, or something that has to do with the lungs or breathing. And the number 6 also affects the patriarch or the eldest male in the home. So if you do have a bedroom in this area, you can actually mitigate the negative energies by putting some blue, black, gray, or charcoal color into this room. So, another thing that you should actually remember is to avoid having candles or lighting candles in this particular area for this month. The southwest sector is the next sector that we'll be talking about. The southwest can be a bit tricky in August, as we have two auspicious stars, but they're in conflict with each other, elemental wise, right? We have the monthly number 8 star flying along with the number 9 white star. So the prosperity luck brings good energies for occupants of the southwest, the matriarch or the eldest female, and those living in the southwest facing homes. The 2 stars enhance business growth and bring good prospects for career advancement. Now, investors can also enjoy an improved luck in their returns in their financial investments, and spending more time in this sector is encouraged, although the clashing elements could give rise to misunderstandings between loved ones. So be careful also that you don't overwork yourself, as this can cause health problems, especially if you do have a bedroom or office in this particular sector. The additional work might bring in good income, but it can also bring in stress-related issues that can actually probably result in you having high blood pressure or kidney problems. So it can also affect the hands, finger, pancreas, and back. So the energies of the monthly number 8 can actually be activated by just human activities, which means that just by using the space, you can actually activate that auspicious energy. So, use this room as frequently as possible, unless you do have, advice from professional consultants against using it. Okay, this is a good study area for children as well. Now, the other way of activating the space is to open the windows and doors to create that yang energy in the room. So let's get on to the next sector, which is the east sector, which has the number 2 and the number 9 stars. Now, this sector is really overly yin. So in August, we have the number 9 magnifying star flying in to join the number 2 illness star. And we have to remember that the Tai Sui is also in this particular sector. And the annual number, the monthly number 9 joining the number 2 could actually also minimize the effort or the mitigating effort that we have placed to suppress the number 2 negative energies. So it is actually best to keep this area quiet and calm, and probably not to use it, especially if you have already health concern. So if you already have difficulties in health, then if you do have a bedroom in here, please just temporarily move to another bedroom if you can. And health problems can arise that can affect the stomach, the mouth, that type of thing. So if you also have elderly people using this space, maybe they should actually avoid it for this particular month. Okay, so it would be best not to activate the monthly numbers 9 star in the east this month. And you have it there, but we cannot afford to strengthen the fire element of the number 9, because this would also weaken the metal influence that we have actually probably placed in terms of as annual cure for the number 2. Okay, and as long as you keep the noise level low, if you can actually cannot find another room to use and you have to use this sector, then it's best to keep the noise level very low. If you're just using it just to study, to read, that's fine. If this is a more active living space, like a living room, dining room, or a family area, then it's best to keep, again, the noise level low. I mean, even if the children are able to use this space, then just advise them to not be screaming at each other or something like that. Okay, and there is still a good chance of having good energies from the number 9 if you actually use this space, and as long as you try to keep this area calm and quiet. Okay, so let's get on to the next sector, which is the center of your home, which actually, the energy of this space actually affects everyone. It's in the center. So with the illness star, number 2, flying into the center, joining the number 4 star, there's a risk of illness and accidents. There's a chance also that mistakes are easily made, and so we should try to avoid lighting this space up. Married women should be should be careful. There's a possibility of a negative peach blossom coming into effect, and elderly folks and those who are ill should avoid spending too much time in the center of the home this particular month. So the number 2 affects the matriarch and the stomach, the digestive system, and maybe a general sickness and problems. So it is overall very inauspicious, and it's best to avoid this particular sector this month. We could actually introduce some metal cures, but it will actually also affect the number 4 star. So putting too much metal cures could destroy the positive influence of the number 4. So if for those of you who actually know how to use the salt water cure and want to use the salt water cure in this particular area, then do so. Please avoid candles, as this will enhance the bad monthly star and weaken the good annual star. Keep this area quiet. That means don't do any renovation work, no digging, and no remodeling. Okay. Painting a wall is fine, but whenever you need to make a lot of noise, then do the work at another time. Okay. And having an important room in this particular sector can trigger the negative energy, especially if you use it a lot. So for those of you who are expecting, the pregnant women should try and avoid using this particular sector as a bedroom. If it's not possible, then I would encourage you to implement the necessary cures. It is important to note not to actually decorate this room with more fire colors or any triangular shape. And again, no candles, and don't leave a light on too long for this particular area. Again, the best thing is to actually avoid using this space, and not to undertake any noisy renovations as well, because once disturbed, this affliction can actually bring three types of misfortunes in the form of financial loss, sickness, and arguments. Okay. Let's get on to the next sector, which is the West. And the West sector right now has the number 6 and the number 4, which actually combined forms the sum of 10, actually forms the completion luck. And so the luck in the West improves significantly with the number 4 joining the number 6. And, it kind of helps remove obstacles. It makes things easier, let's say, for you to achieve. It also can attract exciting new opportunities. And it's also a good sector to tap for those of you looking to elevate your career and business prospects. So in this particular sector, you can actually use a dream board. You can create one with all that you desire pinned to it, and it can be a good way of manifesting your dreams. The number 4 can also activate the peach blossom with the right enhancers. So you can, introducing wood cures and colors can actually feed to the natural auspicious energy of the number 4. But it is also, it can also be weakened by the metal energies from the number 6, and that being in the West sector, which is the metal element, right? And having a door in this particular area can bring in new opportunities and lots of travel, and it's perfect for a company that deals with travel or printing. So again, you have to still remember to keep this area calm in August, as we have also the sweet pole and the three killings located in this particular sector for the year. So it's best not to use fire or metal in this area, or colors white or silver this month, as this could aggravate what is already the metal element that's in place. So you can introduce some colors of greens as accent pieces, or as floor mats, cushions, or some other, things, green color things into the space. Okay. Let's get on to the next sector, which is the Northeast sector, which has the number 7 annual star, and it doesn't add to its it doesn't add any positive energy by having the number 5 bad luck star flying into it. So there's quite a bit of obstacles and misfortune in place. So it's the Northeast is kind of a troublesome area this month, with the number 5 and joining the number 7. This actually can create health problems, money loss, conflicts, and obstacles to occupants of this particular sector, especially if you live in a Northeast facing house. There could be delay. If you're a business person, you could have delays in business negotiations and other important stuff, other important meetings or communication. So it's also important to keep this sector quiet for the next few weeks. Introducing metal cures can help weaken the number 5. It can also help distribute energy you need to enhance the water that we're using to weaken the number 7 annual star. If you already have water cures in place for the year, it will also help to drain the energy from the annual number 5. You can, just leave those annual cures in place. But just be careful if you have to work, or if you have a main door here. It is best not to disturb this area with loud noises or to trigger the negative energy by using by all this digging or noisy activities. Okay, it's best also not to have bright colors or use red colors or furnishings in this particular sector for this month. You can introduce white or silver, gold, or dark blue or black into the area. And again, keep this area quiet and avoid building or renovations or digging, and or playing loud music in this particular sector of your home. So it's best to just not to disturb this area at all costs. Okay, and if there's any renovations that need to be done, plan it for another month. Okay. Next sector is the North, which has the number 9 annual star and the monthly 7 robbery and lost star joining in, enhancing, like thereby the number 7 is again enhanced or magnified with the number 9 annual star in place. So the number 7 indicates a high risk of robbery, loss, gossip, backstabbing, deception, and it's quite its energy is not that great for those living in north-facing houses, and there's also a danger of getting cheated. So if your bedroom is located in the north and if your office is also located in the north, it's best to take all precautions to stay protected. If you have documentations or anything like that, you have to look at them very carefully and make sure that you have all the security measures in place. Again, it pays to be extra careful and avoid taking too many risks, because there might be unscrupulous people working against you, and this can be from people that you thought you could actually trust. So there are indications of misunderstandings, pressure, and business rivalries that also could lead to losses. And especially if you have an office and a main door in this particular sector. So, it's best to leave this area alone, as if you wanted to weaken the monthly number star, it could also destroy the good annual star's energy. So this area is not really great for writers, artists, or children studying, and also for the youngest daughter for this month. The star's energy tend to, again, cause problems with people you thought you could trust. And something else is that you do not use candles in this particular area. Neither should you be placing wind chimes, as the candles could actually destroy the mental influence and aggravate the negative energies. Okay. So let's get on to the last grid, and which is the Northwest, which is the number 5 and the number 3 monthly quarrelsome star, joining the number 5, which is already a negative star, or a star with negative influences. So the Northwest gets afflicted with negative energies of the number 3, bringing conflict, misunderstandings, even lawsuits. So this can be, in terms of between family members, misunderstandings can be a bit more frequent. Legal problems are possible. So keep the activities in this sector to a minimum this month, because some money loss can lead to severe cash flow problems. The energy of this star can also affect the eldest son, and it doesn't help when it's joined with the number 5. So if you already have your annual cures in place for the year, which mitigates the number 5, you can actually just leave it as it is. If not, then you can also add, for those of you who are using saltwater cure, then adding the saltwater cure can also help. And avoid using this space if it's possible. I know some of you have asked like what to do if you can't help it but have to use this particular negative sector. And the advice, of course, is to implement the cures, the elemental cures, to help mitigate the negative energies for that particular space. But sometimes it doesn't really, it's not really possible, because maybe implementing a cure for the monthly negative star can actually destroy the positive energy of the annual star. Okay, so that's why sometimes the best, it's like saying the best way to avoid an argument is to keep quiet. So the best way to avoid having, or being affected by the negative energy is to just leave the space alone. Avoid the space. Avoid using that particular sector or that particular room. Okay. Now, again, going back to the northwest, if you do have a main door, an important room in this particular area, then I would advise you, especially if you have an office, to thoroughly check your documentations. And, and if you do have a main door here and if you do have another door that you can use, then try using another door for this month. And again, as in any type of Feng Shui remedies or avoidance of triggering of negative energies, if you do have to undertake any renovations, noisy renovations or digging, then please do so and postpone it. Okay, please postpone it. Okay, so and also during the hot months, if you are in a tropical country and you are using a fan, make sure that the fan is not located in this particular area for this month. Okay, and for this for the northwest sector, move the fan to another sector. Okay, so it is important not to disturb the ground inside or outside of your home. Now, to summarize, we have the illness star joining the number 4 star in the center, so it increases the risk of accidents and illnesses. The lucky sectors for 2023 are the southeast, south, southwest, and west. So it is also important that we mitigate the negative energies or avoid using the negative sectors if you can. And in particular, you need to be more careful and avoid and minimize the use of the center space, the east, the northeast, north and northwest sectors of your home. And I do encourage you to plan your activities making use of the auspicious sectors of your home instead of the negative ones. So August does not look to be doesn't look to be much better than July. While the previous month might have seen an increase in conflicts, August sees the number 2 bringing in yet more challenges in the form of illness, accidents, and setbacks. So it's kind of a warning for everyone to be extra careful. We do suggest placing all the appropriate cures and remedies in the afflicted areas of your homes and office, and avoid using the center part of the home for too many activities this month, and also the other afflicted sectors if you can, which is the east, northeast, north, and northwest. Now keep these sectors quiet and not too brightly lit, and install the appropriate Feng Shui cures. The auspicious sectors of the southeast, south, and southwest and west can be used. So plan your activities around these parts of the home. And this month's chart kind of indicate that the luck of the matriarch or the eldest female is actually stronger than that of the patriarch. So with 2 white stars energies in the southwest, mothers have a role in bringing everyone together and restoring harmony in the home. The northwest sector that represents the fathers, the eldest males, and leaders does get afflicted with the quarrelsome star number 3, and it can cause all kinds of problems within families and the workplace. So it's best that we ensure that the bad effects are properly subdued and the good sectors are used more for this month of August. So there you have it, folks, the energies in the different sectors of your home for the month of August 2023. It is actually good that we can determine the flight of these flying stars which enable us to take the necessary precautions to remedy any of these negative spaces or sectors, and or to enhance and maximize the use of the positive sectors. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you do have any comments, please do write them down in the comments section. So thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.